So I wanted to just share a tool that I have with you, and you can play around with this. I made a copy specifically for you. I'll give you access to this. Um, so this tool has two tabs at the bottom. There's growth requirements, and then there's the key goals and revenue targets. So you'll start at the growth requirements, and if you want to, you can put in your past year numbers. But if you don't want to, that's fine. We're most concerned about 2023. So the first thing you have to fill in is how many installs you're doing on average per month. So if that number is 2, and I should preface here how many you would like to be doing per month, right? If that number is 5, if that number is 2, whatever that number is. So I'm just going to put, I'll just put 2. So at 2 installs a month, that's 24 per year. Average customer value for most of our clients on the window treatment side, the average job is $3,000. And maybe yours is higher, maybe yours is lower. I don't know. But that's an average customer value. So at the end of the year, that means if you do 2 installs a month, you'll end up with revenue of $72,000. Now, that is not a lot of revenue to run a business, right? It's not enough, certainly not enough to pay for what we do. Now, if that number were, let's say, 7, you guys were trying to do 7 installs a month, you can see now that's $250,000 a year in business at the $3,000 average customer value. So one quick easy thing is just put in how many installs you want to do a month. If you want to do 20, basically 1 a day for every business day, plug that in. But whatever that number is, then we're going to come down here to key goals. So I'm just going to leave this as 7. We'll just leave it at 7. On this second sheet here, we have 4 things we need to fill in. So installs per year, if I go back over to here, I can see that number is 84. So 84. Cost per lead. So cost per lead is kind of a tricky one. Brand new clients of ours, the average cost per lead is $160 to $210 per lead. That doesn't mean you're going to close every one of those. That just means that is the average brand new customer that's never done any digital marketing. That is their number. Now, clients that have been with us for years and years are getting $40 leads, right? But that's just something that takes time in order for that to happen. So we just put in a number average, so $100. Close rate is how many people, when they call you, how many of those jobs do you actually close? Most of our clients they're well over 50%, 50, 60, 70, depending on how good you are at sales, right? I'll leave that at 55 for now. And then revenue per job, we said, was $3,000 on average. So that's the average window treatment job. If you're in a higher end area, that number might be higher. So, all right. So in order for you to get these numbers, here is what you need. So you need 153 leads per year in order to close 84 jobs. That means you need 13 leads per month, and that means you need to close 7 of those 13 calls. Average client acquisition all in there is $396. Excuse me. So all in to get that $3,000 job, it's going to cost you $396. So every time you spend $396, you'll get a new $3,000 job. Average marketing investment for this kind of a setup is $1,273, meaning $15,000 per year. And then there's some other small things like technology, all these different little things. This is the monthly cost, and this is the yearly cost for your website, your hosting, all of those types of things, bringing that monthly budget to $2,700. So if you spend $2,700 a month, these are the numbers you'll hit, 84 installs a year, if the average cost per lead is $100 and your close rate is 55%. Now, if your close rate is 75%, you can see that the numbers really go up, and the amount of money that you spend really kind of amps everything up, of course, because you're better at sales. But let me put this back to 55 here, because I wanted to talk about this last column. So new added revenue by spending this $2,770 a month adds $252,000 to your bottom line, which is months to pure profit 1.6. So that means after 1.6 months of doing this, everything from there on out would be profit. So that would pay for the entire 12 months, basically. Conservatively, if your margins are really low, 3.3 months in order to hit the profit point, where then everything is, in theory, everything you've made has paid for the entire year's worth of work, and the entire 9 months would be profit for you. So anyway, I'm going to send this tool over to you. I encourage you to play with the 2023. How many installs do you want per month? And then plug those in. Just this top line here is the only one you need to worry about. And then see kind of what it spits out for you. And let me know, of course, if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help you with that as well.